Hey guys, this is Heather from healthyeatingstartshere.com. Okay, today I am out working in town. Most of the time I work from home, but I do go out to work sometimes. I work in coffee shops and libraries, and that kind of fun stuff. But what I wanted to show you is what I take with me to eat and how I eat throughout the day when I am not at home. So right now I'm having breakfast, and luckily it's a sunny, dry morning, so I'm having breakfast outside in the park. But otherwise, there's a coffee shop that allows me to eat food in their establishment, which is quite rare. Otherwise, I find some kind of cafeteria style place where I can just blend in, or just a quiet corner somewhere. Anyway, that can be a little bit tricky if you don't have an office, but for those of you who have offices or school that you're going to, then that shouldn't be a problem. Okay, so I want to show you what I've brought with me today. So I always bring my backpack full of laptop, notebook, work stuff, and then I have this bag of goodies for making life more fun. And my friend got me this bag. It's pretty cool, right? So inside here, I have my eating utensils. So for breakfast, I will be using my awesome spork, which I have two of them in here. I have a plastic one and a titanium one. And so they have a fork on one end and a spoon on the other end. And the fork edge is actually serrated, so you can use it as a knife. And I usually use the titanium one. And that will go with breakfast. Other stuff I have in here, I have a mini toothbrush to clean myself up afterwards. I have a napkin to clean my face. I have a little snack bag in case I pick up something and want to keep it in a snack bag. And I have my glass straw, which is awesome for putting into my water bottle, especially if I use this to get a smoothie. I also brought with me a travel mug, which I filled with hot water and tea, so I can sip this at the library. And then I can refill it at the coffee shop, and they give you a discount if you bring your own mug. Pretty awesome, right? Okay, so breakfast is in a plastic container, which normally I would love to use glass or stainless steel or something. But there is a reason that I use this plastic container specifically, which will become apparent later in the day. So in here, last night what I did was I took some rolled oats, some cinnamon, some ground flax, shook it all up, put some water in it to soak, chopped up an apple, put that on top, and then brought it with me this morning. And by the time it goes with me in the morning, the oats have soaked up all the water. Another idea I've seen is to put the oats in a travel mug with some boiling water, which is also awesome. If I use boiling water, I like to eat it right away, otherwise it gets too sticky. And I like soaking them in room temperature water overnight to get it not quite so sticky. So there we go, there's breakfast. I tend to bring breakfast with me, although I probably could buy a bagel or something in town, just because I like to get something with a lot of flax and fiber, and I like the nutrients of the apple. And then I start my day off with something wholesome that I brought from home, and then for lunch I can have something that I buy in town. Alright, it's lunchtime. I've been working all morning in the library, sipping my tea, which stays warm in the travel mug, which is another benefit. And it's time for lunch. So sometimes I will take a break mid-morning and head to the grocery store and pick up a piece of fruit. But today I just worked straight through, so I went and did everything in one shot. So I've got a banana to enjoy with my lunch. The only downside of buying them on the day you're going to eat them is that they're not always the ripest. This one wasn't that great. It's close, but not great. And I also picked up at the grocery store, they had a really awesome spring mix in their salad bar. So grocery stores are great for picking up. You can usually get deli salads and stuff, but this one has a salad bar, which is awesome. But all I wanted to get was the lettuce to show you. They have a lovely spring mix that even included kale. Exciting. So you can put stuff in whatever container you like if you go to a salad bar, and then they weigh it. So the only thing is you don't want to use something that weighs too much, which is why I bring this plastic container, because it's the container that they use normally in the salad bar, so they've accounted for the weight already. And what I got today was not at the grocery store. I went to another place that does a variety of vegan salads. So I've got, this one is my favorite. It's chickpea and squash with a tahini dressing. There's some parsley in there, I don't know what else. Then I've got a broccoli salad with some raisins and carrots and what is it? Apple cider vinegar dressing, a little bit of mustard, and a tabbouleh salad. So I get a little variety salad pack, and then I can just add my fresh greens to it to get a little greens boost. And of course, I still have my spork that I can use to eat it with. Sometimes I use the fork end, sometimes I use the spoon end. And these I just rinse off, clean them out before I use them for lunch. So that's why I bring it for breakfast. For a while I was bringing 2 different containers, one for lunch, one for breakfast, and then I realized, wait a minute, I use them both at the same time. And while I was at the store, I thought I would pick up a snack for the afternoon, so I've got a very large apple and some almonds, which are not in a snack size bag. But what I can do is take these home. I'm almost out of almonds at home, and then I don't have to buy any the next time I go grocery shopping. Dual purpose trip, right? I apologize for the wind on the audio if it's too noisy for you. Unfortunately, for some reason, whenever I decide to film outside and not bring my microphone with me, it's really, really windy. Hi kitty, are you looking for some lunch? People feed this kitty in the park. Kitty likes to hang out by the koi pond. Alright, so I've been working the afternoon at the coffee shop, and I'm just heading off to dance class. I take tango lessons. And it's just started to pour, which is why I always bring with me my waterproof pack cover. Alright, so I made it to dance class, just waiting for the class before me, which is a Zumba class, to finish up. And a tragedy that happened earlier this afternoon that I didn't catch on film was my apple fell and got super bruised. I tried to eat what I could of it this afternoon, but it wasn't very much. I also had a chai latte with almond milk at the coffee shop to pay for my bum in their seat and my computer on their Wi-Fi. But I'm pretty hungry right now, so I stopped at the grocery store again on my way to give me some energy for dance class. I got another banana, and I got a couple of dates to go with my almonds and make little almond date boats. Split the date in half, take the pit out, and replace it with almonds. Super yummy and satisfying. What happens is I don't finish dance class till 8:30, and then I get home about 9, and I don't really feel like eating dinner at that point, so I wind up usually having 2 small snacks instead of a full meal. And I'll show you what I have when I get home. It's usually sprouterific, so I'll show you that later, and I'm just gonna have my little snack and then get to dance class. Alright, so I'm back home. Dance class was a lot of fun, and I've got everything washed and ready to go for tomorrow. Back in my bag, my spork washed, and in my snack bag I put some almonds, some of those ones from the big bag that I bought today. So, all set to go. So dinner, I think, is going to involve rice cake, almond butter, cucumber slices, a little sea salt, and sprouts. I think you can use your imagination on this one. So I wanted to show you what I do during the day because I've been refining my process for several months now. It usually takes me a little while to get to know a new city, what's available, what I can bring with me, what I can get in town, and it's always changing, but once I get to know things, then it becomes easier, becomes routine. So I wanted to share some stuff with you, maybe give you some ideas, and maybe you can share some ideas with me. If there's anything that you do that you think is pretty cool, let me know in the comments, and I will see you again next time. Okay, bye guys.